What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video. And today, oh my goodness, the sun is so bright I cannot see anything, but let me close my door. But today we are going to be doing one of the biggest deliveries in APM, and we're going to be using our new truck that APM added, I think it was last week, into today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we're going to be delivering a lot of hay today. So let me actually hop in because we don't have too much time to waste today. We have to finish this job by the afternoon, so let's hurry up and let's make our way to pick up the trailer so we can put the hay on top of it. So as you guys can see, this is one of my favorite trucks in the game as well. It used to be gray, but then I made it black because that's how it came, so I just kept it that color. When they re-released it and updated this truck, it's also got like the cargo lights on, it's got cabin lights on it. Dude, this thing is fully equipped. Anyways, let's make a left turn right here. Let's turn on our blinkers, and then the trailer store, I think we can actually go from the back, and the trailer store should be right down here. This is kind of like a little shortcut to show you guys that I take. I just sometimes also go through the car wash, and then we end up at the trailer store. As you guys can see, we are now here. Let me actually see where the trailer is. I don't know where it, oh, here it is. This is where I left it. All right, let me turn this thing around, and then let me get it connected just like so. And now we can make our way to the location that we gotta pick up the hay, which is literally down the street. It is not too far, and then we're gonna go and deliver it to a farm that is located down across the city. So let's make a stop, make sure everything is clear, and then we're gonna pull up right here. I should probably park my truck right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to block traffic today. I'm gonna park it right here. I think I'm gonna try to park as close as to the road as I can. So let me carefully do this just like so. And now let me just finally adjust myself. Nice. All right, let me turn on my emergency lights, and then engine is off, and let's quickly hop into this. What the hell? Wait, what is this called? Is this like a tractor or something? Premium construction. All right, let's enter here. But pretty much this thing can pick up the hay bales. So let's grab one of these and let's put it on top of the trailer. So let's go right here, and then let me raise this thing. So we're gonna raise up the boom, and then we're gonna extend it a little bit more, and then we're gonna put the forks down, and then we should be able to unload this thing. And look at that, we have our first hay bale on top of the trailer. Look at this, dude. I am the GOAT at this game. All right, looks like we have a good amount to go. I think the goal is to make sure we fill up the entire trailer with the hay bale. So let's continue because the afternoon is gonna be waiting for us pretty fast, or I guess soon enough. So how do I lower this? Okay, lower the boom, and then we should be able to get another one. All right, nice. And then so let me carefully do this, and then raise my boom just like so. And is this good? No, actually, you know what? I think I can get a little bit closer. Ooh, that's perfect. Wait. What if we do this and then we unload? Awesome. We have our second hay bale on top of the trailer. It's kind of crooked. Hopefully it does not fall, but let's continue with the third one. So let me grab this one, and then we're gonna try to place it right next to the second one. Oh, is that too close? I think that's actually perfect. Hold on. Load, and oh my goodness. Yo, I think that was actually perfect. Yeah, somehow I tried less and it turned out more better than the second one. All right, we have like about, let's say 1, 2, like 3 more to go. So let's continue putting the hay bales on top of the trailer. So let me carefully turn this thing around, and there we go. We have our fourth one. I think I might have to go around. Honestly, yeah. Let me go around. Alrighty, and then hold on. This is kind of dark. Let me turn on my lights. All right, let me carefully place this one. Oh, you know what? I have to raise the boom. All right, raise the boom, and let's see. I might have to readjust myself again. All right, and hold on. This is very tricky, actually. Oh, you know what? I can do this where I can retract it like that, and then we just unload it. Wait, is that a good position? Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let me just unload it. I'm thinking way too much. And let's check this one. Ooh, perfect. All right, so we probably can put I'm gonna try to squeeze 2 more on the trailer. If not, that is fine. So let me hop back into the machine. So let's see, I'm gonna try to grab one of these. There we go. And now we're gonna try to place it. So I think that should be good right there. Honestly, yeah, that's very good. I might just have to retract my boom just a tad bit, and then we can unload this thing. And awesome, look at that. I don't think one more fits. Yeah, I don't think one more fits. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 hay bales on top of our trailer. I think that should be enough. You know what? I'm a little bit insane, but we're gonna try to put one more on top of the trailer, even though we're not supposed to, because these are the ramps. All right, so let me get this thing turned around, and I'm gonna get it connected to one more hay bale just like so. And let's see, can we squeeze one more on top of the trailer? And then let me just click unload, and I think we did it. Uh-oh, it's very crooked. Hold on, I gotta fix that. That does not look good. Let me quickly fix this. Let me grab bit, and then let me go a little bit. I think that should be good. Hold on, let me check my camera. No. Okay, that should be good right there. Let me unload it, and we should be done with this job right now. Oh my goodness, this is actually pretty easy. All right, let me get this back how it was. Let me turn off the emergency lights, and let me retract boom. Let me lower this. Wait, how do I lower this thing? Oh, lower the boom, and then let me just put the forks up, and I think that should be good right there. Look at that, it's back like it was never used. All right, so it looks like we can now head over to the farm so we can get this hay delivered. We have so much. Wait, 1 2 3 4 5 6. We got 6 hay bales. Oh my goodness. All right, so let me hop into the truck. I'm surprised this thing is not squatting, but keep in mind this thing is a beast, so maybe I'm not too surprised. Uh-oh, I think one of my hay bales ended up rolling off. Okay, so we still have 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, we still have enough. So let me hop in my truck, and let me also turn off the emergency lights, and we can now finally make our way to the farm so we can successfully deliver these. And I'm so thankful these things are not rolling, because that would definitely be a headache. And wait, hold on, let me close my tailgate. This thing is kind of bothering me. Let me squeeze through here, and there we go. Awesome. All right, we can now make our way to the farm. The farm is going to be located right, where is it? Oh, it's gonna be right here. Pretty hidden. It's all the way in the corner. And let's see how we are on time. It looks like we are very good on time. It is barely 3 p.m. So let's continue driving. We're gonna make a right turn right here. Let me turn on my blinkers just like so, and this thing is gonna be a super wide turn. I'm gonna try not to hit the stop sign. Oh, I hit the stop sign. Anyways, let's continue driving until we see a dirt road, because then we're gonna have to take a left turn. So we're gonna make sure I don't miss it. And oh, there it is. It's right here. All right, let me turn on my blinkers. We gotta make sure we can make a left turn safely. And are we gonna hit the stop sign? Nice. We're not gonna hit it. All right, for a second I thought we were gonna actually hit it once again, but we are now on our way to the farm. Let me just make sure we are going the right way, and yeah, we are on the right path to the farm. And I think we've been to this farm a couple of times in my previous videos, but I'm not sure if you guys are new. Then I've actually been here a couple of times. And make sure you also subscribe. It means so much to me. All right, we are here. I think we gotta go down this path. Yeah, we have to go down here. Oh no, this is pretty dangerous. This is super dangerous. I gotta turn on my emergency lights on. Oh my goodness, what is that? Is that Orioles? What the heck? All right, it looks like, oh, there's a nice little farm. What is that? Are those cows? I want to see that. I've never seen so many cows here. Or is these bulls? Hi, Mr. Cow. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Ah, he's coming after me. I don't know. Something's wrong with me. All right, let me close the gate. Make sure that none of them leave. Okay, so this is where we have to drop the hay. All right, so I'm gonna park my thing right here, and it looks like the machine is right in this parking. So I'm gonna squeeze through here and hop on. All right, let's turn this thing on, and let's see. Can I squeeze through here? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hit my truck. So let me just go around. All right, I'm gonna go around, and ooh, should I put the ramps down? I feel like that would be easier. Yeah, let me do that. I feel like that would be way easier. So let me put the ramps down just like so. And I really love these ramps. Something about them looks satisfying. I don't know, but like I said, something's wrong with me. All right, so let me back this thing up, and we're gonna start grabbing these hay bales, and let's start off with one. Super easy, and we're gonna drop them off right around this area. So let me just, oh, whoops, I might have hit one. All right, I'm gonna drop one off like right around here, just like so. Oh, it's rolling down. Well, okay, that's not my problem. All right, we got the second one, a little bit tilted, but that's fine. And we're gonna place it right here. I'll quickly unload this. Remember, we don't have too much time, so I'm gonna try to be quick as possible. All right, let's grab our third one. Third. All right, nice. And let's see, where should we place it? I think we should place it right here. Unload, and awesome. All right, we have 2 more to go. We have 2 more to go. All right, let me get on this thing, and all right, we are on to our last one. So I'm gonna drop off the hay right around here, right next to its brothers and sisters. And this thing moves weird. Look at this. What the heck? All right, let's grab the last one. So let's carefully do this, and bang, we have the last one. We're gonna drop it off right, let's say right here. And let me just double check everything is nice. All right, we have 1 2 3 4 and 5. That is going to be perfect. Awesome. I think, oh no, don't hit my truck, don't hit my truck, don't hit my truck. Oh my goodness, that almost ended up hitting my truck. All right, you know what, let's get out of here. This is not a safe place for us. So I'm gonna hop in, and we're gonna get this thing parked back in the garage. So let me go around here. I'm gonna turn off the emergency lights off, and I'm gonna carefully back this thing up. Gonna make sure I don't hit anything. All right, and I think that is going to be good. Awesome. Let me just turn off the engine, and awesome. Wait, how close did I get? Oh my goodness, I got super close. I am the goat. All right, we can now start making our way back. I think we are all good to go back to the trailer. And oh wait, I need to close this. Hold on, let me just close the ramps. Imagine if I start to drive off with the ramps down. Dude, this video would have been a disaster. Hi, little cow. All right, it looks like there's an exit. We can just take this road right here. So let me get in my truck and let me turn off my emergency lights on. I mean off, not on. And let's make our way out of here. I'm gonna try not to hit the fence right here. So let's carefully do this, and awesome. Alrighty, we have the dirt road right here. We're gonna make a right turn right here. So let's pull out of here, and we are out. Alrighty, for our last task is to make sure we deliver the trailer back to the location, which is going to be right here, and then we will have the power to go back home. But for now, we gotta go and quickly drop this off. All right, let me put on my blinkers. We're gonna make a right turn right here. It's gonna be a super wide one. Oops, sorry guys. And we are now back into the city, or I guess into the little city. It's not a big city. I hope they actually put a map expansion in APM and put more buildings. But anyways, let's make a right turn, and then we're gonna go into the trailer store. All right, so let me turn around right here, and we're gonna get this trailer back into its parking spot. A little bit more, and I think that is going to be perfect. Let me just check in the back, and look at that, it's pretty solid. So let me just quickly disconnect it, but first I gotta open up the tailgate and disconnect this thing. There we go. And let me just move my truck out of the way. But before we do leave, I gotta put up the tailgate. Kind of don't like when it's left open, so let me quickly close this. For some reason it is not closing. Come on, close. Maybe I gotta move out the way. All right, I'm gonna move right here. I'm gonna see if I can try to close the tailgate now. Hopefully this works. Close, and awesome. All right, we can now start making our way home. Hey, I'm gonna buy a soda can. How much is it? $5. Oh my goodness. You said how much? It's going to be, oh, bye. I ain't not paying that. Let's get out of here. Dude, that guy wanted me to pay $5. That is way too much. Home sweet home. We are now back home. I'm gonna get my truck back into my driveway. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna get the thing parked right here, get that thing closed, and oh my goodness, I am so tired today. All that hay baling machinery got me tired. I'm gonna go upstairs and we're gonna crack a cold one. So I think that was a very, very successful mission. Let me just drink some of this. Ooh, delicious. What happened to my head? Okay, never mind. And honestly, I had so much fun with this mission. If you guys also did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace.